We actually have to Dedenne change this hand, I think, which is not ideal. You don't want to put the Dedenne in play against an ADP deck. I really want to find some energy denial here. I really want to find, ideally, a Lycanroc. We don't need an energy on another Dragapult yet. Some Crushing Hammers might do. Nope. They're not doing anything. Hey, what is going on, you Rectangle Regirock? Today we're playing some games with Dragapult VMAX. Now, this build caught my eye when I got second place in the Limitless tournament the other day. But this list does come from Alex Szymanski, so full credit to Alex Szymanski for making the list. I did get second place, not by Alex Szymanski. Someone else took it to a second place finish in the Limitless Weekly Tournament, which had over 200 people, which is pretty impressive. But yeah, full credit to Alex Szymanski for this build, and it is a very heavy energy denial build of Dragapult, which is how most Dragapult builds have been being built recently. It feels like in the current format, a lot of people just playing very heavy energy denial Dragapult builds, and it feels like that's the way that Dragapult has to kind of be played to keep up with everything else. It's still very powerful max phantom attack, but you need to kind of create a little space for a little bit of time to use the attack. So energy denial has been the go-to way to do that. And the energy denial we got 4 Crushing Hammers, got that 3/2 Lycanroc-GX with the Twilight Eyes ability that says when you evolve this from our hand to one of our Pokemon, you may discard the energy on your opponent's active Pokemon. And then we play Devolution Spray Z's in the deck, so we can then de-evolve the Lycanroc-GX and then evolve it next turn, and then once again discard more energy. We got the 2 Dedenne, Crobat, Eldegoss, and 2 Jirachi. Amazing rare for some draw support. 2 Calm, 2 Evolution Incense, 4 Quick Ball for the Pokemon Search, 2 Reset Stamp, because making a comeback is always nice to have the option to make a comeback. 2 Switch, 2 Air Balloon for the mobility in the deck to move our dudes around, alongside 2 Bird Keeper, which doubles out also as a draw supporter, of course. And alongside that, we have 3 Marnie, 3 Research. So 3 Marnie, 3 Research, 2 Bird Keeper for the draw supporters, 1 Yell Grunt, so a little bit of extra energy control there. Not quite denial, doesn't discard it, but resetting the energy for the turn can be just as good as discarding it. And this one is guaranteed anywhere on the board, so it's nice to have that option, whereas Crushing Hammer is anywhere, but it's on a coin flip, and Lycanroc is only off the active, but it also discards. And then 2 Boss's Orders, because sometimes you need to gust some things, and then 2 Aurora, 7 basic Psychic. So no Horror Energy in this build, and we do play the 2 Aurora because you want the option to attack with that Splintered Shards GX attack of the Lycanroc. No Horror Energy though, because quite a few decks have been playing Giratina recently, specifically that Scoop Up Net Senna Scorch deck has been playing the Giratina that discards the special energy. So we want to make sure we can be able to attack consistently. We're not trying to have what we're doing to our opponent have done to us. So we play those 7 basic Psychics. And yeah, that's the list. Let's get into some games. Check out the live stream. I stream every day except Thursdays over there, twitch.tv/AzulGG, link in the description. And if you guys need any Vivid Voltage stuff, codes, cards, whatever, channelfireball.com, use code AzulGG. Let's get into some games. Okay, won the coin flip. I have been choosing to go first, and I think that it feels pretty good to go first with the deck. Of course, if we go up against like a Volcanion deck or something, we'd maybe want to go second. I'm going to protect the Rockruff, I think. So Dragapult, active, Rockruff bench, Dragapult bench. Probably, we'll wait and see. We don't have to put anything down quite yet. We're not going to bench anything yet. Okay, got a Dragapult. Energy for the Dragapult on the bench, Rockruff, and then pass. Yeah, I could attach to the active, but we have no idea what our opponent's playing, and they could easily hit us turn 1, and then I don't want my first Dragapult to be damaged. Looks like an ADP-zation to me. We'll know for sure here in just a bit. It could be anything, really, that has Zation, but it's probably an ADP Zation. There's a Bird Keeper. You don't always see that in ADP Zation. There's a Zamazenta. That's going to be annoying to deal with, of course. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I got no idea what we're up against here. Maybe it's just a Zation Zamazenta deck. I have seen a Zation Zamazenta deck recently, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. That is kind of similar to this Bird Keeper build we're seeing here, where it's just Zation, just Zamazenta. I play the Stellarwish Jirachi, the Rangaroo, Bird Keeper, stuff like that. Here comes the Intrepitor. So that might actually be, ooh, no hits. Even with the Primate Wisdom, no hits. All right, Switch and Marnie. We're looking for energy. We're looking for Dragapult VMAX. Anything else we get around that is kind of great, but not necessary. This hand is pretty good. We get another Rockruff down, Dragapult, Quick Ball, and I can go ahead and Crobat or DAA change. I'm gonna go with Crobat for 6 cards. Hopefully find an energy. We'll see. Dragapult, and Crobat. Here we go. Crobat for 6. Found the energy, so we're in a great spot. Also, I have a Lycanroc to work with next turn. I'm gonna go with that Max Phantom. We're gonna put all 5 on the Zamazenta, I think, because that's gonna be the hardest thing for us to knock out here, because of that annoying ability, the Dauntless Shield, which says you can't be hit by a VMAX Pokemon, and Dragapult is a VMAX, so we can't hit this unless we use Max Phantom, which puts damage counters, or we could also use Shred. Shred also goes through any effects on our opponent's active Pokemon, so it'll get through that ability. They put a metal goggles there, it'll get through that. So that's another way to get through it. But yeah, may as well get this Max Phantom damage in there while we can. I also don't mind more stuff kind of being alive here in play, so I can hit those while I put 5 here as well. So I could have like gone like 2 on Jirachi, 3 here, I guess, and then knocked out the Jirachi. That would have been also a would have been a viable play there for sure, actually, just to go hit 3 here, 2 here, and so on. Now they're giving us the Zamazenta, but we're about to get him with the Lycanroc. Then we're gonna Lycanroc, start to remove this energy with those with that Twilight Eyes here. And we got this Air Balloon top deck, which is super sick because that means we can use the Bird Keeper. Actually, I'm gonna go on Bird Keeper right now. Okay, Swell, Lycanroc. Get rid of that. I'm gonna go ahead and grab another Lycanroc if it's in there. I don't know if it's in there or not. We're gonna find out. It is in there. Completely reset the Zamazenta, and this is what this deck tries to do. Just discard all their stuff. Active the Dragapult. The Aurora Energy I do want to put in play. Yeah, we could do that. Get in play now. Get rid of that. We'll research next turn. All right, Max Phantom. We do no damage to the active, but I just want to set up this Zacian on the bench, actually. I'm going to go 1-2 on the Jirachi and 1-2-3. That way I can take out the Jirachi if I want to next turn, because Zamazenta is no longer a threat with 0 energy on it, so I don't need to Shred through it yet. The Zacian does have an energy and could hit next turn, so I want to make sure I try and deal with this. If I put... Oh, I guess I will be 1 damage short. If I put 3, 130 plus 5, if I get it back to the bench, I guess I go 3, 130... and then Shred it maybe or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's also possible we can get Lycanroc involved. Here comes some Metal Saucers, though, so this guy might be swinging sooner than I expected. I was hoping it would kind of stay locked up for a little while. We still have a ton of energy control in the deck. We have some Devolution Sprays. We won't be able to evolve the Lycanrocs next turn because you can't de-evolve and then evolve in the same turn. Got 4 Crushing Hammers. Got that Yell Grunt to work with as well, though. Yeah, we might end up shredding this here. And there's that Scoop Up Net on the Jirachi. I guess I could have predicted that as well, that they probably play Scoop Up Net. I didn't really think about that too much. Here's a lot of hammers. I was gonna say here's some hammers. Here's a ton of hammers. Here's a ton of hammers with a ton of tails. Yeah, that is a we literally got all tails there. All right. That's funny, man. I thought that was funny. The Evolution Spray, the Lycanroc. Have the option of that next turn. Another good top deck we could get. I could Max Phantom. I think I'm just gonna go Shred here, actually. Maybe it's what I should have just done last turn anyways. Not that I have a ton of experience in this matchup, so... But now we can go Shred, and we will actually knock out this Zamazenta. Yeah, so this seems pretty good. If we go Shred, exactly enough damage to take this thing out. Could have shredded it last turn to set up for 2 more Shreds later. But now they'll hit us for 130, we'll go Shred, they'll hit us for 130, we'll go Shred. Or they could hit us with the Lycan or the Zacian, which would be really annoying. And then we'd be in trouble. Also, another thing right here, we're out of switch cards, basically. We're down 2 switch and an Air Balloon. So even if we bench the Amazing Rare Jirachi, it's going to be hard to get in the active and then move it. So I don't even know if I want to bench it, to be honest, to send up for that situation. They're actually going Boss on my Dragapult. Do they know I'm like out of switch cards here? If I just get a Psychic Energy, though, this is fine, and then I can just go ahead and Shred. So this isn't that big of a deal at all. There's a Psychic top deck. Perfect top deck at the perfect time. All I needed was that energy for Shred. Super ideal there. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have put those 2 damage on Jirachi. They still had... I should have assumed... I hadn't seen the Scoop Up Net yet. They were playing Bird Keeper, so it's reasonable to think that they maybe don't play Scoop Up Nets with, like, 4 switch, 4 Bird Keeper or something like that. You don't really need Scoop Up Nets, I guess, but I probably should have assumed I probably should have assumed Scoop Up Nets exist in my opponent's list. There's the hard retreat to the Zacian. So are they just going to protect Zamazenta here? What is going on? Turbo Patch is going on. Okay, here comes that Zacian hit. But our other Dragapult is ready to go, ready to 2-hit KO this and set up some damage on this Zamazenta. More Turbo Patch coming down. Yeah, so it is just kind of a straight Zamazenta Zacian build here, I think, from our opponent. No ADP, no Luke Metal, just the sword and the shield, and that's it. And yeah, just the sword and the shield, and that's it. They play Jirachi at Rangaroo, of course, but no other big threat like the Luke Metal, like the ADP. A little bit more straightforward of a build here. There's a Marnie finally to free us from our awful hand. Actually, one thing I kind of noticed with this build as I had played it, the Jirachis don't feel too great. They feel okay in the deck. Definitely something I would consider cutting, though, is the two amazing rare Jirachis. Well, they just removed the energy off my active, which are about to KO, so that's definitely a mistake. Unless they plan to pass now all of a sudden. I think they realized their mistake immediately as they did this, though. And are like, wait, I'm about to KO that thing. I should have removed an energy off the bench Dragapult, probably. Now, unless they're doing this because they plan to Intrepid Sword. That's the only other reason that I could see there being a reason to have done that, is that they plan to actually Intrepid Sword this turn instead. And, yeah, but nope, there's the Brave Blade. All right, so definitely just a mistake from my opponent with that Crushing Hammer. And they do have one Crushing Hammer left. So I maybe just want to attach an extra energy to this Dragapult VMAX here. We'll see. All right, it would have been really nice to actually have the boss from the last hand. So our hand did get shuffled, but it actually doesn't feel that ridiculously good. We'll go ahead and remove an energy off this guy here. And then de-evolution spray. I might attach... I might attach an extra energy to this Dragapult right now. They have one Crushing Hammer left. So if they Marnie me again... yeah, if they Marnie me again and then Crushing Hammer heads on me, they can't Crushing Hammer heads on me. And if we just get a boss, we kind of just win. We don't draw all 5 of our prize cards, but we knock out both of their threats in play. I guess they still have 2 Metal Sauce or 2 Turbo Patch potentially left, which means they shouldn't be too hard for them to set up a new attacker. But I'd be feeling like I'm in a pretty good spot. But I guess it wouldn't be too ridiculous for them to set up a new attacker at this point. They could switch here, attach, knockout. We can't knock out the Zacian off the bench. I'm going to be 1 damage short from Max Phantom getting the KO on this. I put those 2 damage counters on that Jirachi. There's that Crushing Hammer I was talking about. If they got heads, they probably would have gone with the energy on the Lycanroc, which makes most sense here. But that still would have been fine. And actually, next time we can retreat into the Lycanroc and use that Splintered Charged GX and not even leave this Dragapult in the act and potentially get KO'd. Because if they attack us with Zamazenta this turn and then go to set up a new Zacian, we can go Splintered Charge, knock out the Zamazenta instead of using the Dragapult. Ideally, we top deck Boss and knock out both of these. But now that they've hard retreated, I think we're going to be in a pretty good spot. They can't even like reuse this because I can't KO both of these. There's a Cape, but I'm still, Splintered Charge still gets through this, still gets that knockout. And Boss wouldn't quite do it anymore now because this will live with this would live with 10 HP because this gives them plus 50. So even if I have a Boss here to bring up that, they're going after my Rockruff now though. All right, yeah, I'll let them. They can have Rockruff all they want. Go for it. There's their energy. So they got the energy. So I think we have to go with the Splintered Charge GX. I could Shred as well, actually, I guess, and save the Splintered Charge because they are down. Let's see. 5, it would be 6, 7, 8. That'd be enough to... Yeah, I'm gonna go with Shred here because that's enough to like 1-hit KO like a Zacian if they go to set up a new Zacian or something. All right, let's go with Shred. Get that knockout. Yeah, because I can't want to KO my active. They could go after my Crobat or my Lycanroc, but I can use this Lycanroc to like 1-hit KO a fresh Zacian should they start trying to build up. As long as I can find a boss it up, knock it out. Because there is what they do have a Metal Saucer left, but they have 8 in here. So I guess it would have to stay at 8. If they go down to 7 through a Metal Saucer, I actually only do 310 or 210, which is not enough. So we might be stuck in Max Phantom. I mean, Max Phantom plus Yell Grunt this turn wouldn't be terrible either. So that's also like a reasonable play for us here. There's the attach return. Yeah, if they set this up in Boss, they do just win. Once again, if I had Boss here, because they put this Rangaroo in play, we could go KO Rangaroo, KO this. But once again, I put those 2 damage on that Jirachi, which were completely wasted. When I probably should have just moved him over to the station. Nets, get the Rangaroo out of play. That also makes sense for my opponent. So Good on them for that. We can also Marnie this turn. Ideally, like I said, top deck that boss. Then we can just KO this thing. It has 2 energy now. Now I'm getting really scared. There's an Air Balloon. And I could Yell Grunt. That would force them to have their Metal Saucer in hand. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I think we go with the Yell Grunt play here. Go ahead and Yell Grunt. I don't think it matters which one I Yell Grunt. I'm just going to Yell Grunt one of them. Not going to think about it overly. Play the Evolution Incense. Take this out of the deck. Don't have a Rockruff to work with. Air Balloon here. Then go ahead and Max Phantom. Knockout. Now they could Metal Saucer 1. Or they can Metal Saucer none. I'm just going to go ahead and put all 5 here because we know they play Giant Cape. So with the Giant Cape, I guess I could have gone... Sheesh. I mean, if they don't metal... Yeah, I guess we should go ahead and throw 5 there. Just in case they Giant Cape. They have 1 prize card left. Lycanroc currently KOs anything on their field. They still have 1 Metal Saucer left. They have the Metal Saucer. Do they have the Switch card and the boss to close out the game? They have the Switch. Is there a boss? No, there is a boss. There's a boss. Take out my Crobat. So they had all the pieces they needed. It was a close one. Yeah, Zamazenta is really annoying to get through. I definitely don't think I played it perfectly. Could have done a couple of attacks a little bit differently. Maybe some more shredding. Definitely shouldn't have put 2 damage on the Jirachi. I'm going back to that one, but I shouldn't have done it. We kept it close, though. Let's get into the next one. Okay, get into another one. I just took that rough loss to the Zacian Zam deck. We got another coin flip dub, though. We're going first. Not quite what we need to get off of turn 2 Dragapult. Our opponent did mulligan. So Dragapult V Quick Ball are the 2 we're looking for. I see Berserker, Energy Spinner, E-Switch. So ADP with the Berserker looks like is what we're up against here. There's that Quick Ball. Reset Stamp is okay against ADP. It's not that ridiculously good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and ditch the Reset Stamp here, actually. Yeah, Reset Stamp is okay against ADP. It never feels that ridiculously good. All of our Switch cards are in here. That should be good. And yeah, attach and pass. Setting up for a turn 2. We're setting up pretty well for a turn 2 VMAX here. We're just short the Switch card. But we do have the 2 Energy Switch and 2 Air Balloon. Or not Energy Switch. 2 Switch and 2 Air Balloon in the deck. So all of our Switch cards are in there. We could also top deck a Bird Keeper, I guess, as well. If not... Oh, there's a Marnie from our opponent. So takes away our energy, which we should probably find. Takes away the Evolution Incense, which might be a little bit harder to find. But hopefully we get into everything we need. We are now short just the Evolution. We don't have much else to work with besides that at all, actually. We could just go for a hit, though, on the Eldegoss and Yell Grunt, our opponent, just to get some damage in play, and then hope we don't get knocked out by a Zacian next turn, but I would much rather get a VMAX out here. Oh, boy. I think that is what we're going to go for here. Yell Grunt and hit. Now, they could KO this with... the Zacian. We could get Brave Bladed, but I think it's worth the risk here. And we're just going to kind of hope it doesn't happen. They are reattaching to the ADP, so we probably... Okay, they have a dead hand. Exactly what we want to see. Got the Bird Keeper top deck, have the Air Balloon set up for that. Lycanroc, not much else. We could go with Collect. We could just go Retreat and hit, get 2 prize cards. Oh, no, I used Bite. I clicked so fast there. My gosh. I clicked so incredibly fast there. I accidentally clicked Bite. I meant to use Jet Assault. But I guess this isn't that bad, to be honest. Except for the fact that I don't get the prize cards. Because it kind of locks up a bench space. This is almost like... well, I have Lycanroc. I don't want them to be able to Ultimate Ray next turn, but I don't want to Marnie them either. That was kind of funny. Let's go with... Comments back. I don't want to Marnie them. But I don't want them to just Ultimate Ray me because they win that prize trade right now. So I think we have to go with the Marnie here, unfortunately. And reset their hand. To not draw a whole bunch, we actually have to Dedenne change this hand, I think. Which is not ideal. You don't want to put the Dedenne in play against an ADP deck. I really want to find some energy denial here. I really want to find, ideally, a Lycanroc. We don't need an energy on another Dragapult yet. Some Crushing Hammers might do. Nope. They're not doing anything. All right, Max Phantom, knockout, not knockout, 130. We don't even want to knock out this Eldegoss yet, actually. Probably want to go like one on the Meowth to pressure them to evolve it. Actually, how much HP does this thing have? We could probably just put 5 here, to be honest. 5 here. We can go attack. We could just knock out. These are our 6 prize cards right here, actually. Meowth, Eldegoss, and the ADP. Yeah, I mean, that was a... I don't know. I had some interesting options there. I think I had to do this play because if they Ultimate Ray into me, they just KO me. So if they just have an energy in hand, they will win the prize exchange there. We find our Crushing Hammers. We hit Double Tails. Yeah, we're now really just hoping we don't get Mawile here because Mawile would, put down another 2 prize Pokemon, which means they can just go bring that up, knock that out, and then we kind of just lose the game. So hopefully our opponent does not Mawile us here, even if they find it, because that would be bad. Yep. So yeah, we just want to find another Dragapult to set up. That'd be great. Here's that great catcher, but that's fine. To KO this 2, that actually means our Dragapult lives 2 turns. This is actually almost perfect for us, I want to say. Like, this is just kind of good. I could have actually benched a Jirachi last turn, to be honest. There was really no reason to not bench that Jirachi down. So that could have just gone down. I would have got a free Dreamy Revelation and then switched out on this turn. But now we just don't have to bench any more 2 prizers. Nothing forcing us to. Yeah, see, I can put this down. Do this. Grab a Lycanroc. Actually... we don't really want to put a Lycanroc in play. We could just thin out the Dragapult. We might want the Lycanroc later. I don't want to put down... we could put down a... Put the Crushing Hammer. Okay, let's get rid of that water. Yeah, I don't want to put anything down because then my opponent... well, we could go... we can do this, actually. We have the De-Evolution Spray in hand now. So we can go Evolve, take away the water, and then we can De-Evolution Spray it. Boom. And now they don't have another 2 prizer to chase. I mean, they would have needed a lot to pull off that play, but they could have pulled it off, so. Hit. I'm going to KO the Meowth. It is their pivot, and not going to KO the Eldegoss left yet. Leaves them locked up with that bench spot, and now we just KO this ADP. We KO the Eldegoss. We win the game on the following turn, and we are all good. Yeah, the bench Jirachi should have come down. And once again, just hoping my opponent didn't. But we actually removed the double water, so even if they had Mawiled my second Dedenne into play, they would need a 3rd water, Metal Saucer, E-Switch, plus a boss, or set up a Zacian with double saucer attached. Oh, they're down 3 water, so they're probably out of water. Set up a Zacian, and get the boss play off in 1 turn, which is like kind of just a lot to have. So I was feeling pretty comfortable at this point, actually, for sure. Now the Mawile comes out a little bit late for my opponent, and I think I'm going to be walking away almost for sure with a dub here. Yeah, the Mawile comes out a turn late from our opponent. If they'd found it last turn and for some reason chose to use it, been like, all right, this is it. This is the moment. We could have been in trouble, but they held off just long enough for us to get that Dedenne out of our hand and take away that option from our opponent. So that is, that's good for us. Here comes a quick ball. What do they got rid of? The Air Balloon. I don't see a win condition for our opponent unless they play a lot of... I don't know if they have like a cape and a big charm. I guess that means I can't win next turn because I can't kill the Eldegoss and the ADP. Do they play 4 basic water energy, or did they just not realize that 3 of them are in the discard pile? Because they're going for an Ultimate Ray here. But do they realize that I can just knock out this and knock out the Eldegoss as well? They've maybe forgotten about the Eldegoss that is on their bench as well. Or they're just trying to see how far they can go and kind of know it's over. And yeah, I'm just seeing how far they can go at this point. There's a Zacian off a quick ball. I mean, I guess if they play 4 water, they could use Ultimate Ray this turn. That is possible. There's a boss on my Rockruff and Intrepid Sword. So they're just trying to stall for a little bit here. Energy to the Zacian. We got the switch, though. Not the switch, though. Energy, though. Retreat. Max Phantom. And we're just going to take out this Eldegoss and get our last 5 prize cards. And, yeah, it's going to do it for the games with this Dragapult deck. Hope you guys enjoyed them. Once again, shout out to Alex Shemansky for the list. First game was a little bit tough. Went up against that Zamazenta deck. I think I misplayed a couple times, but we talked through it. We worked through it. Got as close as we could, despite those misplays. And this other game, BD and ADP. It always feels good to beat ADP. Energy Denials didn't come into super clutch in either game, it felt like. Actually, it was pretty good in the first game. In this game, we found the Crushing Hammers when we wanted them, hit double tails, but I guess Lycanroc came around later on to take away the water, so it ended up working out. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the games, give the video a like. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.